Hello, estudiantes. Today I'm going to talk about los posesivos, or possessive adjectives. Please have your note guide out and ready, and when I say stop the video and fill out the corresponding note guide. Or you can also use your e-text on page 11. So, we're going to talk a little bit about possessive adjectives. And in Spanish, right now we're going to just focus on the possessive adjectives that would come before the noun. So in Spanish, these are the following: mi, mis, tú, tus, su, sus, nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, nuestras, or su or sus. Mi and mis, my, we make it plural by saying mis, tú or tus, your, informal. Su or sus, it can mean your, if you want to show formality, as in you want to show respect, or it can also mean his, her, or their. Nuestro, our, this one agrees in gender and number. It's the only one that agrees in gender and number with the noun that comes right after it. Or we can say su or sus, their. So here are some examples. Mi libro, mis libros. See how it agrees in number with the noun? Or nuestra universidad. Universidad is a feminine singular noun, so I need to make sure that nuestra agrees. Or nuestro campus. Campus is a masculine singular noun, so I need to pick the correct possessive adjective nuestro to agree with it. What I want you to do right now is I want you to stop the video, and I ask you on the note guide to write 2 sentences using a possessive adjective. Okay, so you've done this. So now let's practice a little bit with these possessive adjectives before the noun. ¿Quién pertenece al quién? So the first one, we're going to say your familia. So if I in Spanish want to say your family, I would say tu familia, because I'm not being formal. I could say my brothers. I need to make that my plural because hermanos is a plural noun. So I would say mis hermanos. I could say our mama. So then the possessive adjective needs to be feminine and singular. I would use nuestra mamá. Your uncle, I want it to be formal. I don't know this person very well, so I would use su. Her friend, su amiga, or his brothers, his sisters, I would say sus hermanas. So I want you to do the same thing. Please stop the video and practice with the 3 nouns and possessive adjectives, or possessive adjectives and nouns on that note guide. Okay, so you've done that. So let's practice with the story. This is a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to read the story and then explain why I use that specific possessive adjective in that situation. Then you're going to fill out a story that's very similar to the one that I'm doing, but a little bit different to make you think. And I want you to write in the correct possessive adjective that you think would go in the blank. So here I go. So, hola, nos llamamos Sarah y Pedro y vamos a hablar de blank familia. In this situation, I want to say our family. So I would say nuestra, because familia is a feminine singular noun. Then I'm going to say blank padres son Teresa y Jose. Padres is a masculine plural noun, so I would say nuestros. Nuestros padres son Teresa y Jose. Nuestros padres tienen muchos amigos. Blank mejores amigos son Ana y Felix. So I want to say their best friends are Ana and Felix. So in this situation, I would say sus. Yo, I'm talking about Sarah in this situation. Yo tengo muchos amigos también. Blank mejor amiga se llama Silvia. So in this situation, I would say me, because I'm talking about myself, and it's amiga, so I would make it singular. Mi hermano Pedro juega fútbol con blank amigo Javier. In this situation, I would use his friend Javier. And you, y tú, ¿quiénes son blank amigos? Who are your friends? So what I want you to do is I want you to stop the video, and I want you to fill out the corresponding note, the corresponding story that goes with this, and see if you can get the correct possessive adjective. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the differences between saying mi or mío, mine. These are two different possessive adjectives. So you just learned mi, the possessive adjective that goes before the noun. Mi casa es muy bonita. Or I could use a possessive adjective after the noun, either mío, mía, míos, or mías. If I do this, now it means mine. So instead of saying mi casa es muy bonita, my house is very pretty, now I'm saying the pretty house is mine. La casa mía es muy bonita. So that's a little bit of a difference. When I say sustantivo, clase, I'm meaning noun. That might be a word that you don't know. Or if I want to, I could also say, if I want to leave out the noun and I know that I'm talking about la casa or el libro, I could say, leave it out and say el mío, la mía, los míos, or las mías, depending on what noun I'm talking about, and if it's singular or plural, masculine or feminine. La mía es muy bonita. So, I can also use possessive adjectives before the noun, or I can use them after. Really, it's just your own personal preference, and most Spanish speakers honestly use the possessive adjective before the noun, but you need to be able to recognize both and use them in writing and speaking. So, we just learned the possessive adjectives on the left. These are the possessive adjectives on the right. So, these are the following: mío, mía, míos, or mías, that mean mine. Or I could say tuyo, tuya, tuyos, or tuyas, your or yours. Suyo, suya, suyos, or suyas, his or her, or their, or also can mean yours. Or I could say nuestra, nuestra, nuestros, or nuestras, which can mean ours. Or suyo, suya, suyos, or suyas, which can mean theirs. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to stop the video and I want you to write the sentence, my grandma is very old, in two different ways. So you're going to be doing it in two different ways. You're going to be doing it the short way, the posesivo corto, and you're also going to be doing it the long way, the posesivo largo. So stop the video and do that, please. Oh, sorry. Let me do that. Okay, so now let's practice a little bit. If I want to say my family, the posesivo largo way, I would say la familia mía. If I wanted to say our cars, I could say los coches nuestros, the posesivo largo way. Coches is a masculine plural noun, so nuestros needs to agree with that. Or I could say their class. If I want to say it the posesivo largo way, I would say la clase suya. And see, I'm making it agree with the noun that it's modifying. So I want you to practice as well. Stop the video and I want you to practice with the appropriate posesivo largo. Okay, so you should be done with that now. Now what I want you to do is I want you to practice a little bit more, or just listen. You could say our book, el libro nuestro, or our classes, las clases nuestras, or his or her family, la familia suya. Okay, so let's practice one more time with the story. My story on the note guide is a little bit different than the story that I'm going to go over with you to make you think. So here it is. Mi amiga Sarah tiene una casa muy grande. La casa tiene 10 habitaciones. So in this situation, I'm going to say her house has 10 bedrooms. So I would say suya to agree with the feminine singular noun casa. Sarah tiene una familia extensa. Los padres suyos viven en la casa, pero la hermana suya ahora vive en Texas. Sarah has an extensive family. Her parents live in the house, but her sister now lives in Texas. See how my possessive adjectives right here, suyos and suya, agree with the noun that's right before it. Los hermanos suyos viven en la casa también. I would brothers and sisters live in the house now. Mi casa es muy pequeña. Yo vivo con un hermano mío. Los padres nuestros viven en Chicago. Lo que tenemos en común, Sarah y yo, son las amigas nuestras, Maria y Lucia. My house is very small, and I live with my brother. Our parents live in Chicago. What we have in common is our friends Maria and Luisa. So, hopefully by now you're seeing the pattern, how the possessive adjective after the noun has to agree with the noun before it. So please stop the video, and please fill in the rest of the note guide. I hope that you learned a lot, and if you have any questions, please answer them. Hopefully I can answer them before the Flip mini quiz. Thank you.